going on out there, everybody? Alan D9J Sports. Hey, we're right back at it. Hey, hope everybody had a good week out there. So let's get into this thing. We're going to be talking about Canelo Alverez's power. We're going to be talking about Terence Crawford's speed and who will have the advantage, if anybody will. Once again, it's Alan with D9J Sports. Let's jump right into this thing. So speed versus power, or power versus speed. And when I'm talking about power, I'm talking about Canelo Alverez. When I'm talking about speed, I'm talking about Terence Crawford. So let's start off with Bud Crawford to this morning. So Bud Crawford's speed, not just his hand speed, but his foot speed, the way he can move around the ring, the way he can circle, the way he can switch hit, the way he can do all of those things with that speed. And yes, he can let those hands go. He can let them go just as fast as anybody that Canelo's seen. I don't know if he's as fast as Floyd Money and Mayweather, but it damn sure isn't that far off. So will his speed be able to nullify Canelo's power? I know one thing for sure: when you've got fast hands, you've got good reflexes and good defensive skills, and you've got good feet, you stand a chance against anybody. Will his speed allow him to move around, on the bigger man? Let's be honest, Canelo's probably going to come into the ring weighing about 180 pounds when it's all said and done. Will Terence Crawford and that extra weight that he's put on continue to allow him to have his speed that he uses when he fights at 154? Will that nullify Canelo? We've seen Canelo Alverez against fast fighters. Even when Canelo was a young man, his speed should have been at his highest threshold, but he was no match for the speed of Floyd Money and Mayweather, who was able to hit him, move, and frustrate him. That's what Terence Crawford's going to have to use his speed to do, to hit and frustrate Canelo Alverez. Now let's switch and keep this thing going. Let's talk about power, the power of Canelo Alverez. I'm here to tell you, when you start landing power shots, whether it's power jabs, power shots to the body, power shots to the arm, it's going to slow down that speed of Terence Crawford. I'm sure that's what Canelo's hoping for. I'm sure he's hoping to use that power. Once he slows him down, can he cut off the ring like he did against Charlo? Because you know he used that power on Charlo. No matter what Charlo done, Canelo continued to use his power. He tried to use his power on Bivol, but it didn't work because Bivol was a bigger man. Now, let's keep in mind, he tried to use that power at times against Islandy Lara, but Islandy Lara's speed was a little bit too much for Canelo, even though Canelo won the fight. So that power, he's going to have to use that power to slow down Terence Bud Crawford. Once he slows him down, it only takes one power shot from a big guy like Canelo Alverez for Terence Crawford, or anywhere, James Kirkland. It doesn't make any difference. Once he gets a good power shot, then it might be night-night for Terence Bud Crawford. I don't know, ladies and gentlemen, speed versus power, but we're going to continue to cover this thing. I know one thing for sure: it's going to be one hell of a fight. It should be the fight of the century. We remember Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao, and how the build-up to it, and people waited for 6 years, and then it didn't turn out to be the fight that most people wanted. I don't believe this. I believe this fight right here, speed and power, is going to be the whole key to the success of what goes on, or to the success of the champion out there. Oh yeah, it's getting closer and closer, ladies and gentlemen. Speed versus power. Speed versus power. Will Terence Crawford be able to use that speed in every aspect of his boxing game, or will Canelo Alvarez's power negate everything that Terence Crawford is going to be trying to do? I don't know. Jump in the comments and tell me what you think. This is Alan with D9J Sports. Appreciate you tuning in. Have a safe, and I do mean a safe weekend out there. Let's keep this thing rolling.